Meanwhile, AFP Chief RadyoBisyon Catapang is pushing for a bigger budget for military modernization. Appearing before the Senate Defense Committee hearing on the West Philippine Sea, General Catapang stressed the urgency of increasing the military's budget in view of threats to the country's security. Jade Miguel returns with this report.
A bigger budget for national defense was suggested by AFP Chief of Staff General Gregorio Pio Catapang Jr. in a Senate hearing on the issue in the West Philippine Sea. Catapang, the bigger budget would strengthen our country's defense against China's harassment on our Filipino vessels. He suggested that at least 1% of the approved national budget and 2% of the country's gross domestic product be allocated for national defense.
The funding is very crucial for our modernization program. As you stated earlier, our Honorable NSC is recommending that at least 2% of the gross domestic product. On my part, I would recommend also that at least 1% of the proposed or approved budget every year will have to be allocated. That should be the benchmark.
Meanwhile, Senator Sonny Trillanes IV agreed on the said recommendation, as it is apparent that the country's defense must be upgraded so that China would not underestimate our forces.
Well, maliwanag na kailangan natin talagang i-modernize yung armed forces natin at bibilisan natin so dapat kasi because of the potential threat to national security. So walang debate doon. Now, on the other fronts, i-approach yun diplomatically, yun yung tricky part. So, pero at least now, na-raise natin yung awareness, kailangan malaman ng mga kababayan natin at ng international community kung ano nangyayari dito.
International law expert attorney Harry Roque is also in favor of the said proposal to upgrade AFP's capacity to defend our territory against threats from China. Aside from the strengthening of national defense, former Senator Leticia Ramos Shahani believes that the country must go beyond diplomacy and protocol to address the dispute. On the other hand, DFA Assistant Secretary Benito Valeriano said that they continue on discussing the matter with China and has filed at least 11 diplomatic protests against their activities in the disputed territory. Valeriano further reiterated that the only approach the DFA would resort to is through the rule of law. For the People's Television, this is Jade Miguel reporting.